Hello, dear friends. Deep in the ocean, where strange marine creatures intertwine, there exists a terrifying and fascinating parasite. It is called Cymothoa exigua, or the tongue-eating parasite. Found in the Gulf of California and parts of the Atlantic Ocean, this parasite is unlike anything we've seen in nature before. It thrives at the expense of a helpless fish. One of the most common species affected by this parasite is the snapper, although other marine creatures can also become hosts. Typically, only one parasite enters the fish's mouth, and the size and shape of these parasites vary greatly. Some are so small they can't be seen with the naked eye, while others can grow several centimeters long. The story begins when the parasite enters the fish's mouth through its gills. But it doesn't stop there. The parasite attaches itself to the fish's tongue using its sharp claws, seemingly preparing to do something unbelievable. It begins to feed on the blood of the fish's tongue, eventually causing the tongue to die. The most mysterious part comes next. The parasite leaves the fish's tongue to decompose, and, in its place, it starts to connect with the fish's blood vessels, feeding off them and settling in, becoming a replacement for the lost tongue. Creepy, right? The fish now finds itself in a strange predicament. Its tongue, which was vital for feeding, is gone, and now this parasite becomes the only source of nutrition. Over time, the parasite continues to attach itself to the fish's body, feeding on its blood, the mucus in its mouth, and leftover food entering the fish's mouth, becoming an integral part of it. When the fish moves its tongue, which is now the parasite moves with it since it is attached to the fish's muscle tissues. Strange, right? But it's not that simple. The fish, which once thrived in warm waters, surrounded by its familiar oceans, begins to face great challenges due to the parasite. It can no longer feed properly, and its behavior changes. It becomes lethargic or sometimes more aggressive. As time passes, its suffering increases, and the parasite weakens the fish's immune system, making it more susceptible to other diseases. In some cases, the fish even dies. However, this parasite does not pose any danger to humans. It cannot infect or harm humans. The most surprising part is how this tiny parasite has found a way to survive in such a complex environment and adapt to its host's conditions to obtain nourishment. There is no specific reason why these parasites particularly target fish, but it is believed that factors such as the fish's behavior or the environment it inhabits may play a role. Larger fish might accommodate more parasites, and environmental conditions such as water temperature and quality can affect the parasite's reproduction rate. This can lead to competition for resources. It's also worth noting that the fish's lifespan after infection depends on several factors. These include the type of fish, as different species have varying levels of resistance, and whether the fish is suffering from other illnesses. The parasite's size can also play a role. If the parasite grows larger, it can make it harder for the fish to obtain food, which could affect its survival. However, in general, the fish and the parasite can coexist for long periods without significant negative effects on one another. The choice of the parasite to first consume the fish's tongue is not random. It has clear biological reasons. The fish's tongue is rich in blood vessels, providing a perfect source of nourishment for the parasite. The tongue is also a moving part inside the fish's mouth, making it easy for the parasite to reach and attach. Additionally, the tongue may be less likely to trigger the fish's immune response compared to other body parts, allowing the parasite to feed undetected. This parasite is a remarkable example of nature's power. It's not just a parasite, it's a living model of adaptation in nature. The ability of Cymothoa exigua to turn the fish's tongue into its own food source is an incredibly strange story that showcases the complexity and beauty of marine life. If you enjoyed this fascinating fact, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more strange and amazing facts. Goodbye.